And thank you for your patience this evening getting started on the Hangout. We are so excited to bring you an amazing panel tonight. It's definitely been worth the wait. My name is Jennifer Glidden, and I am just so honored to be here talking with you tonight, sharing these people's stories with you tonight. So thanks for tuning in, and let's just dig right in. Let's get started. As a reminder, we may talk about incomes here because we are actually making incomes. So those are not guarantees of results. They are merely an indication of what is possible when you apply yourself and work consistently in this business. So let's get started. Jason, can you come out and share your story, how it's been in DS Domination?
Yes, I can. I'm very excited to be here. I'm very excited to be a part of the DS Domination and the Unit of Prosperity. And I'll tell you why. You know, this has really turned my business world around. I'm Jason. I'm a 20-year-old college student. I was 19 a month ago, so I'm still a pretty young guy. And to be honest, I've been in the whole network marketing business, trying to make some money online, not basically avoid getting a job, for about a year and a half now, and I failed and failed and failed for so long. I mean, it was brutal. It was like pulling teeth, and it was really difficult too, because so many other businesses had a platform where you made money based off recruiting or selling something, and number one, 90% of my friends, doubted it, made fun of me. It was literally almost like getting bullied. Like it got pretty bad. People didn't want to hear anything that I had to say. I was the scam artist. I was foolish for what I was trying to do. And for the people that did support me, every time they asked me, "How's your business going? How are you doing?" It was disheartening, really, to just have to tell them, I'm working really hard on it. I'm working really hard on it. Not to be able to give them any serious results. And then so a year and a half later, about 2 months ago, I found DS Domination, and it really cured my pain when it
No way!
came to having trouble with just building this kind of a business, building some kind of income without having a job. Because when people are doubting you, and people are when you just face so much rejection with those other kinds of businesses, it makes it hard to not only believe in what you're doing, but to believe in yourself as a person. And DS Domination has really given that back to me, as well as the Unit of Prosperity. They've allowed me to bring people here who were teaching me stuff when I first got into network marketing and stuff, and I'm able to show them what's really working for me, and to show them what's producing income for me. And it's just great. It's great to be able to bring people in to something that is not only working for me, but in the first 2 days, in the first week, in the first month, people are making money. People are making their first sales. It's a great feeling to get the text messages and the Facebook messages. Thank you for showing me this. I'm so excited for what's going to happen in the future. The biggest problem I've ever had in DS Domination is how excited I am for my future, and then I'm becoming impatient. Literally becoming impatient, as I know I'm going to get deeper and deeper into the training. Start making more money, whether it's on Amazon, with the affiliate commissions, whatever. I'm just excited for the future, and I don't want to stop. And something that DS Domination itself has really taught me is not only how to make money, but how to save money, how to manage money. I mean, with DS Domination, compared to any other business or anything else I've been doing, I've kind of grown up fast. I've learned about money, I've learned about credit, I've learned about all this different stuff, and actually saved my brother, who's 29. You think he'd be good at buying stuff, but I saved my brother about $400 on a refrigerator he was going to buy because he just moved to another house. And it's all because of how I've learned to search for the best deal and find these different things with DS Domination. That in itself is worth a lot to me. 1995 has really changed my life, and it's allowed me in the last 2 months to add about $1,500 to my bank account. And looking forward, that's gonna not only allow me to invest in myself, but it gives me a nice solid platform to really start to grow in this business and make something for my future, which gets me really excited. And I wouldn't be this far if it wasn't for the Unit of Prosperity, to be honest. I just got my T-shirt. I'm really excited about that. I love it. I've worn it like 3 days out of this week. I need to wash it.
Jason.
I love wearing it. I mean, I've worn it in every YouTube video I've made so far. I've worn it while I'll be making eBay listings or something in my room, and I'll be wearing it just to wear it, even though no one can see me. I just like it, and I like promoting it, because something that's so unique about the Unit of Prosperity compared to other businesses is that the people on the top, or the people doing the best, they're all real people. There's nobody that's untouchable. I've talked to Deetra, I've talked to Sean, I've talked to Reginald, I've talked to Valerie, I've talked to all these different people, asked them simple questions. I had an upline, and my upline, kind of disappeared off the face of the earth because his Facebook account got lost. I had no other way to contact him. And so I actually went to Valerie, because he was the first person I talked to in the Unit of Prosperity, and I said, you know what, I don't know who my upline is right now. I'm making money, but I'm sure I could be doing some better. I'd like some personal guidance. Would you be able to help me if I kind of switched over to you or something? And she asked me one question. She asked me if I was in the Unit of Prosperity. She didn't care if I was under her, if I was on level 10, if I was on level 1. And I said yes, and she said, okay, what's your question? Because it doesn't matter who you're with or whatever, because we're all one big family here. And, I've never felt closer to people in just 2 months than the people in the Unit of Prosperity. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. I haven't met any of these people in person. And, it's just something I can be not only proud of moving forward, but something that I know is going to be really, really big for me right around the corner. So I'm really excited to be here. And if you're here, you should be excited for yourself, because big things are coming your way, for sure.
I love it. I love it, Jason. Oh my goodness. It's so amazing in this Unit of Prosperity, because Jason, I mean, just listening to him, it just makes your heart feel so glad, because we do have such a big family here. And it's no big deal when he pops up. It's almost like someone knocking on your door, like your neighbor is asking to borrow an egg. That's kind of how Jason is. He just pops up if he has a question. It just is. That's how it is in the Unit of Prosperity. We really try to be as transparent as possible, and we really are here to help one another and just love people. We're all coming back from something. So, Jen, who's next? Am I taking it?
Yeah, you took it, Deetra. You took it.
No. Yes, indeed. Mr. Excitement is in the house, but we'll leave him there. He was our saving grace tonight. But I would like to go. I would like to go back to Lysandra. Lysandra, have you gotten your kids straight? Did you tie them up?
Yeah. We're good now.
All right. So come on out and tell us about how you got to DS Domination and why you're here.
Okay. Well, I started with DS Domination actually in December of 2013. And how I got to DS Domination was really, kind of like a lot of people, I was really tired of all the junk that goes on in the MLM network marketing world. I was just done. So I was done with trying with recruiting. I was done with just all of that. I was just done, fried, and I was just ready to let it all go. And to tell you a little bit about me, I'm an Army wife. I've got 2 kids, 11 and 6. We just finished the baseball season, a very busy baseball season, so I was really excited that now I was able to get here, and so now I've got my little one here coming to here. There you go. There's one of them right there. Okay. And you say hi.
Pretty girl.
But the thing about it is with being a military spouse, and if there's a military spouse watching, I'm sure you can relate. I'm a married single parent. I can't rely on my husband to be here to help with the kids and that kind of thing. And so I really got tired of people measuring my dedication to my business by whether or not I'm able to just leave my children with my husband, or have the teenager down the street just come and watch my kids. So when I got to DS Domination, I really wanted to just sit back and sell stuff. I didn't want to I didn't want to do all this other stuff. I just wanted to sit back in the shadows, sell stuff so I can be here for my family, and just go and do as I please. So when I started DS Domination was in December. We were actually on our way to Vegas on vacay. We went to Vegas right after Christmas, and so I had just started. I posted a couple things before I left, and so while I'm in Vegas, although we're walking through a bunch of casinos, and I had the little app on my phone, I hear a cha-ching. I was like, oh, shut up. Okay. This is all right. And so over the course of the 3 or 4 days we were there, I had made 3 sales. And so, I guess the thing that clinched it for me is that I was able to work this business while, my kids were in the bathtub and I'm shipping stuff. And it didn't mess up my flow. There wasn't any interruption in our vacation. Oh, mommy needs to go do this. No, I did things while they were in the bathtub, while they were sleeping, just able to really be there, be present for my family, and still, make money as well. So once that happened for me in that span of 3 days, I was, that totally changed my mind about really wanting to share the business. And, and it's not one of those things where I don't feel any apprehension about sharing this with anybody, whether it's family members, church members, whatever. If you really get in here and apply yourself, watch the videos, apply the training, it's going to happen. To the extent of it's going to happen, it's different for everybody. So please don't think you're going to, snap your fingers, wiggle your nose, and boom, $10,000 is going to fall out the air. There is work to be done. But this is one of those things where you have a wonderful support system to where you can go to 11,000 people and say, help me. Right. And someone is going to be able to direct you. And it really is all about helping each other. And I can really appreciate the authenticity that comes with our group, the Unit of Prosperity. Nobody is telling you to go into debt, to go get this product, to go get that product. It's really just, I would feel comfortable putting my kids in here. I would feel comfortable with anybody. You know how you do stuff and you have that uncomfortable moment in the choir stand? Anybody ever have that? You don't have those uncomfortable choir stand moments here. So
what I wanted to ask you is my biggest question, what people want to know is probably, what was your initial investment? I mean, there's hardly a company that I feel like you almost are afraid to ask that question. So please help people understand what your initial investment was and what your return was on your investment.
It was $19.95, and that was the thing, because
wait a minute, you have to say that a little bit slower because they don't really hear you.
$19.95, a 20 spot, like a trip to McDonald's. You can't even take two. Can you take 2 people to the movies on $20?
Barely.
Yeah, I don't think so. But but here's the thing: you'll blow $20 at Walmart without blinking twice.
That's right.
Okay, you'll blow, and that was my thing. I was, when I saw it, I was one of the biggest skeptics, but then that's what I said to myself. I was like, look, you'll be in Target and you'll drop a 20 spot without even trying hard. You go get some popcorn, you go get some whatever, and $20 is gone before you can even think twice. And so I just said, okay, I'm gonna just spend this $20. If it works, fabulous. If it doesn't work, whatever. But I was so pleasantly surprised. I have been completely just ecstatic for what this business is doing for me, my family, and my life, because I really, truly can. And you can just sit back and sell stuff. Nobody even know who you are. You could be that gazillionaire next door and nobody even knows.
And the other question I wanted to say, so nobody calls you at the end of the month and says, hey, Lysandra, it's about the 29th of the month. What are you going to do this month? What are you going to do?
Lord Jesus, I am so glad that people are not blowing up my inbox, pressuring you. You must do this, or you are not serious about your business, and you're feeling like, oh my gosh. No, there truly is none of that. That's the beauty of our team and this business. It can be, if you've got 15 minutes, you can get something done. If you've got all day, you can get something done. It can be as small or as big as your life allows, and that's the beauty of the business. And heck, $20, I promise you, I made that investment back within my first 3 sales. You know, and again, and I stress this, for it's different for everybody. So you have to run your own race. Don't be looking at, little Jason over there who is killing it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I am not Jason. It's not going to be the same for everybody. Run your own race.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you so much, Lysandra. Thank you for coming out and telling us that story, because we have a lot of service members here in DS Domination who are double dipping as they're serving. They're also, it's working while they're working. So that's another aspect of DS Domination that we love so much. So thank you for sharing your story. We sincerely appreciate it. We appreciate the fact that we're here to keep you company when you're a single parent, when your husband's away serving. So thank you so very, very much. Now let's see. Who shall we go to now? Did we get Bruce during our little our excursion? Okay, great. All right, so now let's let Nikki put a little tiny bit of energy in here, being that she was in Las Vegas. We were in Las Vegas live for the DS Domination event about 2 weeks ago. We only can let her speak through a crack because she has so much information to drop, but we're not going to let her do it. We'll just let her give you a little snippet of what her results have been, a little bit here in DS Domination, and why in the world is she still here. Take it away, Nikki.
Hey. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Well, you want me just to touch on Vegas for a minute?
Sure, you can go for it. Go. You have the whole spectrum now, so you share what you want to share.
Well, I'll tell you just a brief about me. I'm a contractor from overseas, 10 years, Iraq. I came home late December, well, actually early January, and I was actually supposed to go back to Iraq in February. But because of a little thing called DS Domination, my tail is still sitting here in Texas. And I'm not mad at that by no means. I'm getting to know my family a lot better now. I left home at the age of 20. I'm in my early 30s now. I'm not going to call my age out right now, but just know I'm early 30s here. Spent, the majority of my adult life overseas, away from this place. And the great thing about that little $20 investment that I made in myself in December is it's brought me home. It's changed my lifestyle. It's changed my family's lifestyle. We're able to do whatever we want to do when we want to do it. And you just can't beat that. And on top of that, it's showing the younger people in my family that there's another way outside of going to school for 10 years, coming out with $80 million worth of debt. I know that's over exaggerated, but it gives you an opportunity. I'm not saying I'm not going to downplay school. I went to school, got my degree, I got all that stuff. I'm an accountant by trade, so I mean. I'm never going to knock school. Education is important. Go after it. Makes you a better person. But it's not the only thing out there. And what DS Domination has shown and proven is that there is another way. Is that there's another way for you to provide for your family, for yourself, to be able to go out and travel and see the world and live like a rock star like Deidre did down in Florida and post all these fabulous pictures like Reginald's down there right now, it gives you that opportunity. And, like I said, that $20 investment is what started all of this. At the present time, I've gone through pro all the way up. I'm self-proclaimed Mrs. Genesis over here. Not gonna knock it. I love all the products. There's nothing bad I can say about DS Domination. It's been a total, not just a game changer, it's been a life changer. And, I can't thank Roger and Hitesh and Kevin enough for this opportunity. It's something that I would have never pursued had I not saw that, 7-minute video that he, released and everybody's probably seen. So if you're on the fence, get off of it, jump off of it, and press one of those buttons down there below. Don't waste time.
That is so wonderful. What a great story. There is so much powerhouse in Nikki Witherspoon as well as the rest of us. Again, like she said, click the Get Started button and get on in here. This is a team that started out as, I was number 485 or so. We're now up to almost 12,000 on the team of the Unit of Prosperity, the Unit. That's what we call ourselves affectionately. And come jump onto our team. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Jennifer Glidden to take it from here and finish interviewing our panel. I thank you so much, and I also want to ask Jen to tell us a little bit about herself and how she got to DS Domination. Take it away, Jen.
Thanks, Deetra. It's really exciting to be here tonight. One of the coolest things about this business is, when I started and I paid my $19.95 back in November, I had no idea how quickly I would see results. Kind of like Jason. I mean, he's only been in 2 months, and already his future is bright now compared to a lot of college graduates who have moved home to live with mom and dad because they can't get a job, or if they can get a job, maybe they're waiting tables or, doing stuff that never required a degree in the first place. Is when I started, I jumped in, went through the training, got my first sale in 24 hours, and I just put the pedal to the metal. And I've been going full force in this business. I had my first $10,000 month a couple months ago, and I just came back from a 2.5-week West Coast tour, which was a ton of fun. I met all you guys out in Las Vegas, and then I went to Arizona, went up to Washington State. I saw Miss Keisha Bass, and then went down to California. So this business has not only enabled me to do a lot more fun things in life, but it has also introduced me to just incredible people. I mean, everyone on this panel is a fantastic person, and we've all come together, like you said, to really build one another up, help one another in business. People are getting results here like they've never gotten before. So that's just a little bit about me, and I would like to go on and talk with the rest of the panel here. So Bruce, are you ready to share your story with us?
I'd love to. How are you?
Great. How are you doing, Bruce?
Super.
So tell us how you got started. What have you been seeing in the business?
Okay. I saw my sponsor, Shahan Williams, constantly posting her results and different things on Facebook, and I'll be the first one to say I was not looking when I saw that. I was just more out of curiosity. I've known her for quite some time through a veterans organization that we both belong to, and she actually used to work in the national headquarters of that organization. I was the national president at one time. And so I work with veterans all over the country, and for those that are veterans and veterans, spouses on the line, I salute you, because near and dear to my heart. So anyway, sorry, I get emotional when it comes to that, but I wasn't looking, because I have another business that I built in 2.5 years from zero to about $250,000 in volume. And I spend about 150 to 300 miles a day behind the wheel, out doing distribution routes and stuff. And so one day I just saw one of her posts, and I thought, well, I'm going to just ask her a question. And she sent me a link. I went to the 7-minute video of Rogers, and the rest is history. Little did I realize that it was a quote-unquote network marketing company, unlike any that I had ever seen, because I've been around network marketing for longer than I probably want to, through more businesses than I can tell you, and since about 1989 I've been dabbling with a variety of different things. Most of them were recruiting based. I had to recruit a ton of people, and just to have some volume, and if the team fell apart, the income fell apart. And so with this business, I didn't experience that. I invested in 1995. And the first, that was like on a Wednesday. I sat down and watched the videos Thursday and Friday. Saturday morning, I was sitting there. I hadn't even told my wife that I was doing anything else other than my regular business. And I was sitting in the recliner with a cup of coffee and a pair of shorts, t-shirt, flip-flops. And all of a sudden, my phone started cha-chinging, and she was looking at me like, had no idea what she was listening to. And that first Saturday morning, I made more than 20 times my initial investment. I made about $400 in initial, or in not profit, but in gross sales on eBay. And that was like 3 or 4 days after I had started. So the rest is history. We've got big goals to be able to retire my wife by the end of this year from a corporate career that's very stressful. Actually, probably either the end of this month or the beginning of next month, we'll be moving into a new house real close to a lake, about 6 miles from where we live at now. So there's a lot of exciting stuff that's happening, and a lot more to come. So we see the opportunity to live life and have business that we run it instead of it runs or us, and just enjoy life.
Awesome story, Bruce. Thank you for sharing. So as you started in the business, because we have people who are watching tonight, maybe they don't feel too comfortable on a computer, or maybe they're concerned about how the training goes. Tell us a little bit about the training and how you worked through it.
Training is very straightforward. I mean, as soon as you invest that, and I will say invest, not spend, because we all spend or waste $20. It's too easy today to do that. McDonald's or whatever else. I don't eat that stuff anymore, but it's easy to spend $20. But an investment of $20, crazy. But don't underestimate this business based on that low investment, because it's worth whatever you want to put into it is what it's worth. But it's so important to work your way through the training. It's all done in videos or modules, and it's very, very simple, straightforward. As soon as you invest that $20, you get instant access to a couple $1,000s worth of training right off the bat. And in most businesses, whether it be online or offline, most of them are charging everything that you get, you're going to pay for individually. I mean, we have a free blogging platform. We have a whole separate training center. We have on and on and on. I mean, it's amazing. And if you have questions, or you go back and watch the same video over and over and over until it gets into your head. I did it in many cases with many of them, and then then you can ask questions. But the training is simple and straightforward.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bruce. We really appreciate your story and sharing it with us tonight, and we wish you much continued success.
Thank you.
Eleanor, you are next. Are you ready to share your exciting day with us?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, we sure can.
I started mid-April. And what happened was I've been looking for years for something online that would actually work and help me make money. And I stumbled on a YouTube video from DSD. And I spent the whole weekend going through every video that I could find on YouTube. Most of them were Jen's and Keisha's. And then I decided to sign up under Jen. And I signed up on a Thursday, went through all the training on Friday, started listing on Saturday. I listed 2 items on Saturday, 2 items on Sunday, 1 on Monday. The one I listed on Monday sold within a few hours. I relisted it. It sold again while I was sleeping. So from there it was just, listing every single day. I told Jen when I joined, I said, by the time I'm done, I want to be able to do 100 listings a day for a year. And right now I'm at 25 a day.
Wow.
Right now I'm listing 25 a day. I wasn't getting a lot of sales the first 5 weeks. I think I averaged 1 sale a week for the first 5 weeks. The last week of May, I did 6 sales that last week of May, and I've got 31 so far for June.
Wow.
So June has just been crazy good.
And
I have 5 sales for today. 5 sales for today so far.
Awesome. Congratulations. So you've been building your pipeline. Now you're listing 25 items a day, and it's paying off, right?
Yeah, I started following the Cassini notes too, and that's yesterday. I was implementing all the Cassini stuff, and I've got 5 sales so far today.
Very good. Congratulations. So this training works.
Oh yeah.
That is totally mind-blowing. I mean, that is totally mind-blowing. I mean, there's so many things, if you don't mind me interjecting, there's just so many things. Sometimes you have to come into this business and unlearn whatever it is that you knew before and just follow and stick to the training. Don't look left or right, just follow it. Eleanor, you are a prime example of exactly what can happen. Oh my goodness, that is astounding. It truly is. Congratulations. Much, much, much success. That's how you do it, Eleanor. That's how you do it.
It's only going to get better.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I mean, I think you are the perfect model of you set your vision right when you came in. You set your vision. You knew what you wanted, and you've just been going after it day after day after day, persistent, consistent, and you're seeing it materialize in front of your eyes. So congratulations. I love hearing your story. We look forward to seeing your success as it continues to skyrocket.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eleanor. Okay, Melissa, are you ready to share your story with us? Is Melissa here?
I'm here.
Okay, great. All right, go ahead and tell us about DS Domination, what it's meant for your life.
It's been amazing. I started, I had to stop working because I was expecting a baby. I wasn't willing to put my baby with a sitter. Not at all. I don't have grandmas around. I don't have sisters around to take care of my baby, so I can't definitely go to work. I started 3 months ago, a little bit over 3 months ago, and I've been making quite a few sales, especially this month. It's getting better every month. I think the experience that I'm building, it helps a lot. At the beginning, it was hard. Having to go back to videos, trying to relearn what I already saw, taking notes, making sure I'm understanding everything. With my baby right now being 4.5 months old, I'm able to do ads, not as much as I wish I was doing, of course, but I'm still doing them. I'm able to work, being a mother. I'm not a single mother. My husband's working, so I had to take care of him 24/7. And I don't think it's easy for any mother that has a newborn and try to work know how. I mean, there is no way. I mean, unless you have grandma to be able to take care of your baby while you go out and work. But I can't. So I joined this conversation because 2 days ago I made a sale that made me a $55 profit. And I'm still a pro. I was super happy when I saw myself. I mean, it was a surprise. I feel that I'm succeeding. I feel that I can do better. I have to keep doing more ads. Try to do more every day. I mean, they're not everything is gonna sell for sure, but the more that I put on eBay, the more that I'm gonna sell. So I mean, it's just amazing. I created myself since I'm still a pro. I wasn't able to keep going forward to be able to have all my tracking cheats. I created my own tracking cheats where I track everything that I am putting on eBay, the sales that I make, the profit that I'm making, not having to go back to eBay and add up every single item. That helped me a lot. I took a few classes of Microsoft Excel when I was in college, and that helped me. And I know you can learn that on watching some videos on YouTube to kind of help yourself keep everything organized. I think that's important. Keeping everything organized, knowing what you're putting on eBay, knowing your links, knowing how much profits you're making on every item, because you're not gonna go and spend the money that you already made, not knowing if you have to be paying back the eBay fees and not having that money, in your account. I think it's important. always keep a track of your profits, not just spend the money just because you see it in your PayPal account.
So what I hear from you, Melissa, is that you've been taking this seriously as a business. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yep, and that's how people get success with this. You know, if you treat it like a hobby and just list things every once in a while, you may sell a couple things, but you're serious about creating an income for your family here. So, so as a new mom, and I know there are a lot of new moms out there, new moms to be out there who are looking to supplement their husband's income or stay home, whether they, you know, have another income in the household or not. Tell us about what that time with your child has meant to you.
I'm able to spend 24/7 with my baby. I can't. I mean, I don't wanna live in with anybody else if it's not in my house. I think that's important. I mean, for his own education. I mean, I don't want. I mean, we can see in TV or everywhere where kids are maltreated by sitters, by sometimes grandparents. I mean, we don't know how they're gonna be taking care of our kids. So I don't trust having a sitter at all. Um, so for me, it's important to be 24/7 with my baby, not living in nowhere else.
And that's time you can't ever get back with your baby. You know, they grow so fast. So it's a real treasure to be able to spend that time with your son as he's so young. And you know, I bet your husband's excited when he hears about these sales, $55 profit. You know, whether you spend a couple minutes listing an item that makes $5, $500, listing the item takes the same amount of time, and that's why this business is a beautiful model. So thank you for sharing, Melissa. We're thrilled to have you on here tonight, and I wish you much continued success and enjoyable time with your little one.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we are moving on to Mr. Excitement, Carrie George. Carrie, you want to come out and share with us?
You already know who's excited. This guy. Woo! Let me tell you guys, DS Domination. I'm going to say it like this. You know when the United States just hit that goal, how they go? Goal! That's how DS Domination is, baby. Let me tell you, we score a goal all the time here in DS Domination. I am totally flat out excited. Let me tell you about my journey. Okay, my journey was on Facebook, seeing my sponsor, Reginald Stinson, post up, you know, income proof. I made a cha-ching, PayPal sale, PayPal sale, PayPal sale. Now, some of you that are watching this right now, you're in another company, you're in this, you're in that. Let me tell you, I got good news and I got good news. I'm going to start with the good news first. The good news is you're doing this other company. DS Domination can help you make that company even better for you. Here's the other good news. DS Domination is not going to interfere with whatever else you're doing. Okay? But if you're in a company like I was trapped in the matrix. If you're in a company and you're not making no money and you've been in there a year and a half and you're trying to figure it out and you said, I can't sign people up so that they can become a product of the product. You know how it is. They say, oh, yeah, go out there and get some customers. You're not really going to find no customers. You're going to sign up your grandmother. You're going to sign up your aunt, your uncle. They're going to buy whatever the widget, pidget, juice, whatever it is, keep it for 30 days, and then they'll call you up and say, nephew, take me off that auto ship. You know that's coming. But what's the next thing? What's the next falsity that they tell you? That, well, you know what? Go sign up some recruits. You know, go sponsor some people and have those people be a product of the product. Guys, what we're doing right here, when I finally got unplugged from the matrix, I signed up as a favor, okay? When Reggie sent me the link, he says, man, I'm tired of doing this over here. I'm tired of dragging people through the wilderness. He says, I'm just going to just do this thing on eBay. DS Domination is $19.95. It was in October. He said, hey, you know, check it out. I said, okay, yeah, $19.95, I could spare that. I signed up, did nothing with it. But since Reggie's my sponsor, there's a little button on Facebook that's called follow. And when that little thing is checked, you see every status update of that person that you're following. So every time I'm on Facebook, I keep seeing cha-chings, PayPal. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sitting over here in this other company, struggling, beating people over the head, okay, for $5,000, $3,000, all this type of stuff, and they're not making no money. But he's making money over here on eBay. eBay. My mom sold on eBay. So I said, you know what? Time to unplug from the matrix. When I finally unplugged from the matrix and got serious with DS Domination, see, I didn't jump in like everybody else and woo, let's go. I was slow. I was watching Roger's videos while watching TV. Don't do that. It's going to take you longer to cha-ching if you do that. Turn off the TV and focus on what Roger says. When I finally did that, I didn't cha-ching in my first 24 hours like, you know, Nikki all the way over there in, you know, Iraq. I didn't do that. It took me about 3 weeks. 3 weeks to get my first sale. But you know what I saw? I saw a Facebook group of about 300 people at the time. Facebook group is now Facebook group is now over 11,000 people. Okay, and we still got about another 10,000 that didn't join the Facebook group. Okay, so we got about 20-something thousand people in the whole Unit of Prosperity organization. Okay, UOP certified. So when I finally decided to focus, I started to make money with this thing. Now, I've been in the industry, home business industry, since 9/1/99. And I said to myself, when Reggie showed me this, and I watched the cost offset model video, I knew that I was finally in something where I could sign people up and not have to worry about them not making money if they followed the play button, the pause button, do what the video said, and then press the play button again. If you can do that, in case you missed it, press the play button, the pause button, do what he said to do, and then press the play button. You can make money. Okay? Now, your results may vary. Okay? We have big cha-chings, we have small cha-chings, but we celebrate all of the cha-chings. What I'm really excited about, guys, is my wife is involved with DS Domination. Okay? And my goal for 2014, also, just like Bruce, is to retire my wife. I know without a shadow of a doubt. I just came back from Vegas, guys, and if all y'all know, you know we've been going crazy with this thing. What we've been doing, guys, we've been scan city, okay? Scan city like crazy, okay? This thing gives us a cha-chings. It gives us our scans. We dropping boxes to Amazon. We're doing it all. But the one thing that I really want to say is about the system that the Unit of Prosperity has in place, okay? You know, one of my teammates, Denver Dave, he just signed up, you know, a big time person in the home business industry. And she said to me, she says, Kerry, I wanted to do DS Domination because I'm doing this thing over here. But DS Domination and what you guys have, I know people can't sponsor people over there in this binary thing. So I wanted to have something else so where they can make money without having to recruit. Hello, it does not interfere with her other business. So that's what we really have. And she doesn't have to come in here as a big time guru and create a whole nother system. Because guess what? The Unit of Prosperity has a step-by-step video system. Press play, do what it says. Next video, do what it says. Join the Facebook group. Do this, do that, do that. You got support, and you will have success. I've been doing that with a lot of my team, with all of my team, and I'm so proud to say Larry Brown, he's one of my older people, older gentlemen, Okay, he's one of the baby boomers. Very limited internet marketing, anything. He joined. He says, Kerry, you know what? I'm not really signing people up, but I keep cha-chinging every day. I said, Larry, focus on that. The sign-ups, if you want to do the affiliate, that'll come. But guess what, Larry? If this was a different type of company that was based on recruiting, you've been in 6 months, you signed up one person, but you've made thousands of dollars in profit on eBay. If this was a different company based on recruiting, which is optional, you would have not made no money and you would have been gone. I would have led another person to their multi-level marketing, network marketing, internet marketing, whatever you want to call it, affiliate marketing, home-based business, funeral. I am done leading people to funerals. I'm leading them to parties, baby. Because now, my man Larry started out with 100 items for $5,000 in volume. He is now, just text me, he is now up to 800 items he can list on eBay for $85,000 in volume. Guess what's going to happen next month when he calls and gets an increase? He's going to be at 1,000 items, most likely at $100,000 in volume. He's cha-chinging every day. He has his own courier business, and he says, Kerry, I may not be able to keep my courier business because I do freelance because I'm cha-chinging so much that I really want to concentrate and increase my cha-chings. And I said, Larry, that's what I've been telling you. This is the blessing of DS Domination. Guys, you want to join. You want to join with this team, the right team. We're not going to leave nobody behind. It's a step-by-step system. I am so proud, so happy. I just spoke to another team member named Tony. His goal is to retire his wife this year. My goal is to retire my wife. Denver Dave has his wife. He's going to retire. So many people. We're retiring the wives first, guys. Once we retire the wives, we're next. With that said, guys, click the link below. Join up. If you're seeing this playback, get back with anybody that shared this with you and ask them, are you UOP certified? Because if they say they're UOP certified, you're in the right building. Your boy, Kerry Mr. Excitement, Bronx, New York. That's all I got to say, Jen. Who's excited? This guy.
Awesome, Carrie. Thank you so much. I think you summed it up right there. I mean, we've heard from people across the spectrum here tonight. We've got single moms, new moms, we have college students, we have people living in cubicles, we have people working out there in the world, and everyone is doing their thing and everyone is cha-chinging. So you don't have to recruit here. That's completely optional. And you know, we're having a ton of fun. We're having a ton of fun. So get started with us, click the link below, and we look forward to welcoming you to the team with open arms. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night. If you want to find out more information about how the whole process works, see an over-the-shoulder thing with the guy who does the training, you can talk to the person who sent you here tonight. They'll give you a link for tomorrow night. So take care. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.